All right. Anybody on Zoom have a question? If not, we'll go to the room. We could always go back to Zoom. Let's go in the room. Start with Tyler over here on the right.
Hey, Kobe, how are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. I know we got a lot to get to on defense, but one of your fellow team captains, Drew Aller, announced yesterday that he's sticking around for 2025. Just wanted to get your thoughts on what that means for this program and what it might mean for Drew as you've seen him develop.
That means a lot for this program. Kind of gives the program faith in their quarterback coming back within, him having the amount of experience he's had. It's also great for him to do what he wants to do here and to continue to accomplish his goals for the rest of his career here. But I also think it's just good for the team. Just with the thought of him coming back and, all the connections and bonds he built with the receivers and offensive coordinators and, just guys on the team. And it's great for the program.
Let's go to Daniel over here on the right.
Thanks for your time today, Kobe.
Yes, sir.
When you look at the type of year that Abdul had, playing behind him, with him at defensive end, what has stood out to you about how he has come along over the course of the year and his play to close the season?
The thing that stood out to me was really how dominant he wanted to be and how dominant he knew he could be. The way he prepares, the way he's intentional about his game in meetings and practice, and just the way. Guys seeing him talk about certain things that he knew he's capable of and him actually going to do it out there on game day. So, Dua's a great guy, great player, great teammate, and he's been dominating this year.
Let's go in the back middle, Max.
Hey, Kobe. How are you?
Great.
I think we've all kind of talked about SMU being an explosive passing offense, but really they've run the ball a little bit more and been a run-first team. What have you seen from number one, the back, and what challenges do they present as a rushing attack?
The back looks athletic. Before I even knew he was a running back, just from seeing him, I was like, oh, he's a receiver. He's a receiver back there, but he's definitely a speedy guy. He's a smaller back, but he's definitely one of the best backs in the country. They have a great team, good scheme. They're fast, their tempo. Their quarterback's a great guy, too. His athleticism is probably the best we've seen all year. And, we just got to bring it to him on Saturday.
Let's go to Audrey.
Hey, Kobe, thanks for the time. Is there anything that you take from Ohio State and Oregon in terms of you guys have played two of the best teams in the country this year? Like, is there any confidence in that or anything going into the playoff?
It's definitely confidence in that just from learning the things that we've corrected, and continuing to build on the things that we're trying to do for the rest of the season. I think we've took lessons from both of those games, with both of those games being a close game, and just us altering certain things and them helping us figure out things that we need to work on and change different looks and change some things around. But we definitely learned from those two games and those two teams, and it's hopefully going to make us better.
Over here, middle left, Tyler.
Kobe, how are you?
I'm great. About you?
Coach Allen was talking about how you're taking greater ownership in this defense vocally.
Mm-hmm.
Where has that kind of come from? How have you kind of found that voice, and what's the influence that Dan Connor has had in that whole process for you?
That really just comes from my role and the way that I've thought that I've always cultivated and mold myself into me being a Mike linebacker, actually. But I just take it upon myself to be the best I can be every day for my teammates, be right at the end of the day, and also know what my teammates doing around me so I can help them be right, and we all be on the same page. But, just ultimately being the quarterback on the defense, knowing where guys got to be, knowing what we have to do so we can get things done the right way. But Dan Connor, man, he's been amazing. With him being our coach from individual meetings and him having experience here, he's been like a player coach. He know what he's doing. He know what he's talking about. He know what he's saying. He know what we're saying. So he just helps us in a lot of ways.
John?
Hey, Kobe, how are you?
I'm great.
So how have you seen Tony Rojas grow this year, and what do you think that next step looks like for him in his development?
I've seen him grow just like any other player here. Everybody has their ups and downs, and, he started the season great. He faced a little bit of adversity, which everyone does, but he's definitely bounced back from that. He's building his confidence every day. He's playing faster than he was earlier in the season, and I think he's definitely going to have a big role for us the rest of the season. So he's definitely taking that upon himself to be the best he can.
In the front, Bob.
Hey, Kobe, how are you?
Great.
You kind of referenced it, but as a linebacker, you've seen already this year a lot of running backs who are problems as receivers out of the backfield, whether it's the USC kid, the Ohio State kids, even the Minnesota guy. You're going to see another one. What's the challenge like just dealing with them as receivers? As a linebacker, you guys are kind of geared up to stop the run, but you've seen some good backs. Has that helped you get ready for this guy, and how big of a challenge is it kind of covering guys in space?
I would definitely say that all the backs we've seen definitely helped us prepare for this guy. But guys like Nick Singleton and Katron Allen, but we know Katron is a guy, but Nick Singleton is a guy. He's fast. I don't think I've seen any back in this country with the speed he has. So I've definitely been prepared since spring ball to cover guys, man coverage in his zone. But it would be a challenge for our defense, something we definitely have to lock in on. But I don't think it's nothing really different from what we've seen all year. And, we just got to approach like any other game.
Let's go to the Zoom screen. Dave Melandra.
Quick question for you. So how do you think you guys have handled the pressure this week, knowing you're hosting the first playoff game in Beaver Stadium?
I don't think we really look at it as pressure. We look at it as an opportunity, with this being the first playoff game held here ever, from my knowledge. But guys really take it the right way, the same way any other game. But we're in Beaver Stadium, so it's a different type of energy this week. And with it being playoffs, it should be. But we taking advantage of the environment that should be Saturday with them coming here. It should be cold, it should be loud, windy. But guys are taking advantage of it and looking towards this moment. So we're not really looking at it as pressure, but we're looking for the opportunity.
Any more questions in the room for Kobe? Tyler over here.
How would you evaluate SMU quarterback Kevin Jennings? And we heard from Tom and from Devon just before you about his ability to extend plays and create with his legs. So what do you have to be especially hyper aware of in this matchup?
I would say with him and his ability to extend the plays, I would say our secondary covering the extra play, secondary contain guys getting home, and guys just doing their job, because we always emphasize the second play, which is within the quarterback extending the play and covering and challenging in the secondary within front too, within linebackers and running backs. But he's probably one of the best quarterbacks we've seen just from his athletic ability. He's going to be a challenge for us, we know, because he's fast. He has some athletic ability just like anybody else. But we just got to lock into the game plan and know we understand what we have to do and just execute it.
Let's go in the middle. Seth?
Kobe, you've obviously been through a number of seasons here and ups and downs. What does this road kind of look like this year? From losses to big wins and now the playoffs. And have you made a decision regarding whether you'll return in 2025?
Oh, this road has been great for me. It's been looking awesome throughout, from the start of the season to now. We're in the playoffs. It's something I've never experienced here before. So we have something to a goal to attain, which is national championship, but it starts with this game, SMU. But ultimately, that's all I'm focused on. It's been a thought in my head, just with time crunching and, just being my fourth year. But I'm not really thinking about that right now. Focusing on SMU, because that's all I can really focus on right now. It's game week, and, focusing on today. Got ready for practice, go out there with the right mentality approach, and execute. So, yeah.
All right. Thank you very much, Kobe.
Yep. Appreciate it.